Hello there, guys. If you're just getting here, I want to make sure that you guys let me know. We're going to go ahead and get started on playing some Syrian warfare. So let me jump in here to the game. I'm going to actually restart a mission and see if we can do a little better. It's the mission of Damascus. And let's see what happens. I want to make sure we get a few people in here. I believe, where's my phone? Oh, that's right, it's charging. But I believe it's 10 p.m. Central Eastern time, Central Eastern European time. So I want to make sure that I catch you guys as you're basically coming off work in the States and places like that. Even in the UK, you're only an hour behind us, but maybe some of you are just now getting out of work. So I'm actually going to restart this mission so that we can sort of watch together what happens. I think there's a lot of great action in this game that you guys would want to be a part of. So I'm going to give a few minutes for people to get here, and then we're going to start streaming. We're also going to start having a stream schedule very soon here so that we can get as many people into these streams as possible. It really, I think, improves things, helps us, and it's overall just a very fun thing to do with people watching and me being able to interact with you guys during the stream. So let's see what happens.
Over. Falcon 4 reads you. Over. Falcon 4, you've got a difficult sector. Be careful. Take and occupy all the key points. Be aware that you are up against joint Daesh and Al-Nusra forces. They don't work well together, and you can try to use that to your advantage. There are a few civilians in the city, but if you find any, get them out of the combat zone as soon as possible. Copy that, base. Falcon 4, over and out.
Alright, so let's pause here just for a second. Oh wow, we've already got a lot of people here. Hey guys, how's it going? 4:33 p.m. Damn tree and immigration folks, says Jackson Flab, etc., etc. Therefore, politics are open. Yeah, well, it's exactly. The political section is open because we are past 10 U.S. time. Well, we're past 10 European time, and since I'm in Europe right now, we're technically past our 10-hour mark. So yes, politics are open, discussions are open, of course. Although I will say, and I say this with the nicest, kindest respect possible, that if you're going to talk politics, you should also consider if your mouth can speak, maybe your wallet can too. So buy the chat option over here, which makes me a little bit of cash. Obviously, as you guys know, or maybe you don't, with my Syrian warfare videos, I'm not making any money at all, not even a tiny bit. And the fact is that even with the work I do on this channel, I don't really make a lot. I really don't. We're talking below 200 a month. The most I've ever made on this channel in 1 month is about $311. And I'm trying to raise that. That's why I want to bring in as many people to this channel as possible. I really want to get this up to a livable wage, and make it so that, you know, this could be something that I really can focus a large percentage of my time on. Of course, I'm working with Slytherin right now. I would never give that up. That's something that's going to continue for a while, but on the weekend, I would give you guys 24 hours of my time. I don't care how tired I am. Just to bring you some action. So make sure to get that super chat option, I believe it's called, and maybe donate a little bit if you can, even if it's $2, even if it's $1. It really all adds up, you know, and it means a lot to me. So just consider that. I hate to turn this into a asking for money stream, so I'll shut up now, but consider it. Now, we're going to try to approach this mission in a different way. This is Damascus, and like I said, YouTube doesn't even give us the opportunity to generate an income off this, which really sucks. We're going to try to win this battle. I've noticed that doing Let's Plays of it, it's tough for multiple reasons. I'm going to see how I do with you guys watching, and maybe we can get a victory here. So here we go, we're going to start. And of course the enemy's going to be sending tanks in. One thing I noticed is we've got to get... Oh, move back, move back, move back! See, already driver down. Holy shit. Well, this is going to be our driver for the supply vehicles that we're going to get. In the meantime, we're going to try to take over these buildings, and we're also trying to get our mortars up to a top floor of these buildings. Then they're a lot more effective. In fact, we probably should have done that a little bit differently. Nonetheless, I'm not going to give up. But we need to steal the supply vehicles over here, bring them back here, start resupplying some of our men, and basically do our best. So we still got that Russian APC. I'm not going to move him forward yet, but I'm going to move this guy forward to do some damage. And look at that, we already have a tank. So I'm hoping that these guys, they've got heat-seeking missiles. They should be able to take out these tank units, but sometimes they need to get quite close to be able to do that. So I'm going to take one of these infantry squads. Look at that, how quickly we got destroyed there. See, that was a definite mistake on my part. I'm going to throw some smoke. Do it with our drivers. And we're going to get this anti-tank unit really close to the tanks. And I'm thinking that that may assist us if we can take this area out, of course. Got some Daesh forces right there. Kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. Good shooting. And we're going to try to get them right up against the enemy tanks. I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm actually going to go ahead and basically strong-arm my way into this building, hoping that the enemy tank's not going to do too much damage, but the enemy has air support, so this is not an easy fight. And if you guys are posting in the comments, I am definitely going to get to you. I'm going to take breaks like every few minutes to respond to your comments, but right now we're trying to get in those buildings and take out the Daesh forces. Let's also bring up our Russian APC. This thing is very helpful, and now that we've got units assisting us, he's going to be even more helpful. So we're going to bring him forward. Let's bring in the attack squadron over here. And already it looks like the crew member is down in the tank. It's not enough, though, and you can see the enemy's got a lot of annoying vehicles to basically ruin our lives. Hoping that this Russian force can do some damage. Alright, let's try to get in this building. Engine damage, nice. We'll be careful now. Chassis damaged, and that's after receiving 2 hits. Now, I want to make sure that this infantry squad is going to put full pressure on that tank. There's another tank coming in, so we're going to try to get our heat-seeking missiles. And if we need to, we'll restart the battle. I mean, I don't mind. Come on, guys. Got him right in the side armor. He's already pretty badly damaged. And we're also firing with mortars from the rooftops here. Alright, I'm going to take our stormtroops. Try to get into this building. Now, we might want to restart this mission just because I got really lucky when I was playing alone. It's hilarious, like when people are watching you, you don't do as well. So I think we probably should have brought in our mortars first and then brought in the rest of the guys, but we'll see what happens here. But there's just a lot of forces in the area, and a lot of these tanks are being defended. Let's take a look here at the chat really quickly. Oh, thank you, Skyscraper. God bless you, man. That's awesome. Oh my God, Jackson, come on now. Now, there is a difference to what you can say. Thank you, Skyscraper. Hey, Audemon, welcome, my friend. Audemon being the absolute administrator of this channel, and Skyscraper, $1 means a lot, man. It really does. I mean that sincerely. I thank you for that. It's that simple. I mean, even a buck goes a long way, and it shows that you guys care about the channel. You know, the way I put it, it was like in my opinion, one of the best ideas I've had. You know, especially if you're going to stop smoking cigarettes. If any of you smoke like I do, which I'm doing my best to quit, it's a disgusting habit. It lowers your life expectancy. It gives you all sorts of terrible problems in the future. You know, maybe if you quit, out of every 5 packs you would have bought, take one of those packs and send it to me. I'm sure you guys spend a lot of time watching my channel. I know a lot of you guys do. So take that, you know, $7, $5, whatever you spend, depending on the state you're in or country you're in, and send it over to the AgrimaxNAS channel. You know, unlike cable, I don't charge for this channel at all, so you can watch me and not pay a thing, but you can also do the right thing and maybe give a little bit. And I'm already starting to think here, just looking at the battlefield, that we probably started it off wrong. We might want to restart this mission, because I have done way better on this mission, so I'm restarting. I don't care what you guys say. You might be annoyed, but I'm going to put the mortars in first, then I'm going to start moving the infantry in, and then I'm going to bring in the vehicles. That's the way I'm going to do this. By the way, I want you guys to be aware, I just started a new Afghanistan 11 series on skirmish mode, and I really want you guys to check it out. It's going to be awesome. Anybody that wants to be in the series needs to respond to the video, comment, and basically give the name of the unit you want, and we'll try to fit you in. So let's try this again. This time we'll be a little more careful. We already started off with not the greatest situation.
Come in. Over. Falcon 4 reads you. Over. Falcon 4, you've got a difficult sector. Be careful. Take and occupy all the key points. Be aware that you are up against joint Daesh and Al-Nusra forces. They don't work well together, and you can try to use that to your advantage. There are a few civilians in the city, but if you find any, get them out of the combat zone as soon as possible. Copy that, base. Falcon 4, over and out.
Another thing I'm going to start doing is, since Skyscraper just donated $1, we're not going to do advertisements for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to try to do, like, canceling advertisements for 10 minutes at a time for everybody that donated. I think that helps out the rest of the people, and it kind of shows how much they care. Laying around $200 might as well do something with them. Exactly what Stevie's saying here. Oh, come on, Jackson. Here, back to your old ways. I thought you'd grown up, my friend. You had a warning from the boss man himself. Yes, it is. Lord of Nom Nom. Glad to see this game back on Steam. So am I, man. It's good news. The nicest hardcore. Well, I guess if you compared them to ISIS, yeah. That would be an interesting discussion. See, Jackson, you just approach topics strangely. See, we all know Jackson, and you've been here a while. And by the way, for you guys, those of you that don't know, Jackson is Evil Man. He's been on this channel for a long time. He's kind of our resident troll. We all know you're a clever guy, man. I mean, you're young, but, you know, you're clever. You're not an idiot. You know, an interesting topic of conversation, which actually I think would be pretty cool, would be, you know, the Taliban versus ISIS. I mean, what makes these two organizations different? Why is ISIS markedly... And I was about to forget what I was going to do, but now I know. Why is ISIS markedly more sadistic than even the Taliban? I think there's a lot of answers to that question. Number one, I only learned this recently working here at Slytherin and obviously doing our Afghanistan 11 Let's Plays that, for one, the Afghan people are not Arabs. I thought for the longest time that the Afghans were Arabs. They're actually not. They come from a number of different groups. Pashtun, there's a bunch of different groups. They don't even speak Arabic. I was under the impression, you know, from all the American news I heard, oh, those Afghans speak Arabic. No, they don't. So it's actually quite interesting. There's a huge cultural difference, I think, number one. But, of course, in terms of religion, maybe similarities, of course. But it's very interesting to see those differences, and it does lead to an interesting discussion. So we're going to go ahead and bring forward some of these units. I don't want to sacrifice the most expensive APC, so I'm going to bring forward this APC. Of course, we're trying to move our infantry into these buildings to be as effective as we can against the enemy. And I already know we're going to need one of these infantry units with their RPGs, specifically their heat RPGs to take on the tanks that we're going to face here. So we're going to move this guy up. But I didn't wait for the mortars to get into the buildings, which may have been a mistake. Maybe, maybe not. They're going to get into buildings soon enough, but you can see that these mortars move in very slow. So it's going to take a little while. I don't know if I want to take my most expensive unit yet, but we're going to kind of play the way we would in the Syrian warfare, a real Syrian war, and kind of just move up, fire a little bit, kill some of the enemies, and move back. Open fire on this building specifically, because that's what we want to take. I don't want you to move forward that far! We also had a Russian viewer, I thought you guys would find this story funny, that he basically said, he's like, how can you be so stupid? You have never played these games before. And, you know, I rarely ban people from my channel, but I just had to because the guy was being so negative on these videos, and it's just like, dude, first of all, a lot of the times I upload Syrian Warfare, I name the video First Look. When I don't, I mean, no, I really haven't played a game like this before. Like, Syrian Warfare is actually quite a complex war game. You know, it's not like a skirmish mode type game like Afghanistan 11. It's like you really need to keep your shit together in this game, and if you screw up even a tiny bit, you lose the mission. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to throw some smoke. Oh, somebody's online, so we can't throw smoke. There we go, let's throw some smoke out here. And I'm trying to get into this building with my infantry squads, because at that point we have a perfect shot at the tank, and we can also get into these supply trucks, which are going to resupply our mortar units. Now, right now, my infantry is getting wiped out, so I really want to use both squads to take this building. But that infantry squad may be finished. I'm going to see if they can get one hit off on the enemy. There's a nice shot, but they missed. Do everything you can? No, you are dead. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and storm the building. And now that we've got this infantry squad, another tank coming in. Come on, guys, you got to move faster than that. Throw some smoke. We'll storm with both units. Try to take these tanks out. There we go, one tank done. Look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. This is why this can work. We've got to keep getting hits like that. That tank completely exploded. We've got to get our boys into this building, but we do need our Russian APC to basically hit the massive amount of Daesh al-Nusra front enemies that we're facing. Now, the chassis is damaged on the truck, but it's not damaged on the tank. So here we go. We're moving up our APC. He's a little stuck, not in the greatest position. Again, pathfinding in this game is something that needs to be improved. But our mortars are firing from the rooftops here, and they're getting some really good hits on the enemy. So we need to keep this up. I even want to move my infantry into this building if we can. It's going to be a really tough move, but we're going to do our best to make it happen. And, of course, now our APC is in a decent position, but I want him out of sight of the enemy tank. Heat Seeker. Miss. And also, this APC can take a lot of damage, believe it or not. Chassis damage on the tank. But we want to take that tank out. So once we get into this building, we're going to target just the tank. Come on, boys. Fire everything on the tank. We don't have tanks ourselves. We can get them soon, but not right now. So, show us your worth, my friends. I'm going to move this infantry unit, which also has heat seekers, into this building, and I'm hoping that together they can wipe that tank out. You can see their Russian APC, or Russian BTR, excuse me. Boom! That tank is gone. That's a dead tank. That is a dead tank. But our fun's not over. First of all, we want to repair this thing. And second of all, we want to get some drivers for these vehicles. So we're going to exit with this driver. We want to get them into the supply vehicle so they can keep supplying the mortars. Basically so that the mortars can never stop firing during the entire battle, during the entire mission. We've definitely got a lot of things to focus on, and you can see the mortars are coming in and killing the Daesh forces in this building. So we're going to try to start getting in these buildings and locate Masood. We might not be able to do it, but we're going to try. Let's grab our another stormtrooper squad and move into one of these buildings over here. Grab our infantry squad. They're killing ISIS forces right now. Move them into this building. It's nice and tall. And there we go. Under our control now. Beautiful.
Excellent, the warehouse is ours.
Take a look now at the chat. Hopefully it hasn't gotten too far out of control, but it is late. Are there FSA in this game? Oh, there's all sorts of different missions. You still playing that mission? Danoko says, yeah, well, we're trying to play it here on LiveStream so that, you know, we get a better sort of understanding. We've got a National Socialist in the chat. Well, you're welcome. I mean, it's past 10 here, so just get ready for some very NSFW peeing sounds. I am going to play an ad now. Skyscraper donated $1, $2. Wow, thank you, Skyscraper. And Araman, if you could share the message, my friend, of sort of the super chat option, you know, just trying to get people to donate a little bit to the channel really helps. Even if you send, you know, messages to share the channel to friends, that helps tremendously. We want to grow this channel quickly. So I'm going to turn on the faucet so you guys don't hear me peeing. Sadly, I live in a tiny apartment here in Milan, Italy, and it's kind of hard to make that happen. So I'll be back in about a minute. Okay, turning the faucet off. I don't think anybody heard that. I hope not, anyway. Send a $500 super chat. Yeah, I wish. I would see it on this way, War. I wish that occurred. Thank you so much, Araman. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, super chat is really a chance for you guys to put whatever you want. I ask you not to say anything crazy, but let's get back to the action. And I will keep checking the chat. I'll try to do it every 3-4 minutes. But I don't want you guys to also miss out on the action. So right now we're trying to locate civilians, actually, to try to make sure that the civilians are safe. And this is a tough mission. Put it that way.
Over. Falcon 4 reads you. Great to hear from you, brother. Falcon 4, we've got evidence that the terrorists are planning a provocation in your sector. They've announced
Okay, they're firing. All right, we've got the supply truck. Moving the supply truck back. We still got our Russian APC. That's a start.
According to our information, the bus is going to be blown up and will be attributed to one
Okay, we got some civilians. Let's get them out of here.
Thunder 2, are you sure? Couldn't they actually be planning to evacuate the civilians?
Did we get a chopper? Oh no, he's just giving us information. I got so happy for a second. We also got our sniper team, which I kind of forgot about. Let's put our sniper team in one of the taller buildings, like this one right here. Got a technical.
So they blow up their own bus, and en route they're accompanied by El Nursa's forces. It's possible the bus is rigged with explosives beforehand for convenience.
Move up the
Try to get a
APC.
jump on them and evacuate the civilians yourself. We don't need another overhyped international scandal.
It's an APC here, right next to the building.
Otherwise, it'll look like we'll do anything to prevent the evacuation of innocent civilians. Understood, Thunder 2. Falcon 4, we've
Okay, now we're about to do something that somebody actually in the comments of my video let me know. We can go here to our reinforcements, and what we can do is we can take some of these reinforcements and drop them back in here in the reserves and get back some points. So, like for instance, snipers and specifically police squads are not going to be very helpful in this mission. So let's go ahead and try to grab one of the nice tanks, the T-72AV. Look at that. We can grab him. We can grab an Al-Shadani vehicle. So I'm going to grab one of my sniper squads, drop him here, put in the Al-Shadani. We can only bring one of those unit types to the mission. Fair enough. So let's get the Rock 1 infantry squad. Let's see if we can get one of these guys, another BMP maybe, or maybe a chopper. We've never gotten a chopper before, but they're very expensive. And I don't think we have enough forces to afford them. So we're going to get a tank killer force. We're going to get a police squad. Can only bring X amount of units to the mission. We could get a technical, but I don't think I want to waste money on one. Then again, I might not get an option to get these reinforcements in the future. Oh boy. Let's get... Yeah, we're going to have to spend some money. It's an anti-tank guided missile technical. This thing is really nice. Yes. Some more infantry, some tank killer squads. I'm going to move the infantry up here, and very soon we're going to be getting some air support guys that can actually call in anti-tank bombs, etc. You can see the civilians are trying to escape. We're going to move this APC up. We're going to move our brand new tank up. This thing is probably the best tank in the game so far, a T-72AV. It's got armor defenses, etc. Of course, it can still be killed, but it's a start. And I'm going to move this infantry squad into this building because right now we're not able to kill that damn APC. Although I might also move forward with this APC and try to take it out. Let's see what happens.
Great news, Thunder 2. We're always happy to have your specialists. Base 1, which is Falcon 4. We found some non-combatants.
Nice.
They were hidden in one of the buildings.
Got non-combatants. Let's start moving our Air Force specialists. Or really, they're not Air Force specialists, but they're airstrike specialists. So we're going to start moving them in as close as we can without getting blown up ourselves. We probably need some infantry to assist here because there's a lot of buildings full of Al-Nusra forces. So this is what makes the Syrian war so complicated. Just the fact that imagine being in a city where every single building could possibly be an enemy position. So we're going to try to clear these enemy positions out. We've got that supply truck over here. We're going to open him up so that he's giving constant supply to our mortars. There we go. Open up. Alright, we got some civilians in the safe zone. That's a start. It's not going to win us the battle, though. We need to do better than that. Okay, let's see. Where... Oh, my God. Our Russian APC's finished. This is a tough mission. We could take our new APC that we just got and send him into this hellhole. I'm going to keep him back here, though. And at least our mortars are continually firing at the enemy. Got to be getting some results. Let's take a look at the chat now. And again, I may not win this mission. I mean, this is a tough game. Ambradosti, also, do we have tanks? Yes, exactly. We have tanks, but they're usually dated. Syrians have T-72s and even T-55s. There's 1 or 6P. Why, my Russian friend? You know, I banned you from the chat because I think that, I have to say, man, you Russians, and I love Russia, I really do, but you guys are some really, really very, very hardcore people, and I mean that in a good way, but at the same time, you actually hurt my feelings, because you actually put in one of my videos, how are you stupid? You don't know how to do this mission? I mean, dude, Wunner, this is a tough game, man. This is not an easy game. I mean, in terms of the games that I've had for a long time, this is a really hard one. And not winning the Damascus mission was, I mean, I don't think it's me being stupid. I mean, we've had a bunch of victories on this channel. Many of you have been here for them. But, dude, this is a hard fucking game. It really is. It's not one you can win on Mission 1. And I honestly don't think, unless you're a genius like Albert Einstein, that you won on Mission 1 either, my friend. I really don't think so. So I think when you post you're stupid, believe me, I'm not going to be very happy with that comment. It's okay, man. It's all right. I want to find a way to let you post your comments on the channel again, because I know you didn't mean it, and I know you Russians are hard as piss. You really are, and I mean that in a positive way. You are tough motherfuckers. But, yeah, man, that really hurt my feelings, and you can ask Aramon here, and any of the viewers, it's very hard to hurt my feelings. You can even ask Jackson. It's tough to hurt my feelings, but that hurt my feelings. I felt stupid. Of course I'll forgive you. Of course I'll forgive you. But I have to find a way to allow your views again on the channel. Obviously, everybody can see your views here on Livestream. No issue. But I'm honestly telling you right now, I probably will lose this mission. Exactly, just an experience. I mean, this is a really tough game, and that's one of the reasons I love it. By the way, once again, guys, you can buy the Super Chat option to donate to the channel. It really helps me, and honestly, if you don't pay for this channel, it's not like you guys are paying for it. If you donate a few bucks, just like Skyscraper did, it really makes a big difference. I'll even turn off ads temporarily for people that donate a decent amount. I'll always remember them. In fact, me and Aramon, the administrator here, we're keeping a list of people that have given money to the channel, and you will be remembered when this channel blows up, and it will one day. This channel is going to be massive. We're always going to remember you. So right now I am going to play an ad. I'm also lighting a cigarette. You should all tell me to quit because it's disgusting, but I'll be back in a few seconds, and we'll continue the fight. So like I said, yeah, well, some of you have already downloaded no advertisement, but basically, the system we're trying to set up is like for people that donate money, like $1 will get 10 minutes of no ads. You can really help the other users by donating, because if somebody donates, I mean, look, if somebody donates 20 bucks to the stream, or somebody donates a massive amount to the stream, we can even go further. But if somebody donates 20 bucks to the stream, I will not play any ads for the entire stream. It's just that simple. I think I'm trying to make back a little bit of money, and I want you guys to keep in mind, those of you that are just arriving, that for all of my Syrian warfare videos, and this might still be the case, I don't make any money off them, because, there we go, we blew up a suicide bomber, because YouTube, and this is messed up, but YouTube demonetizes these videos. Because it's a very controversial topic, I guess. Maybe they only want the American perspective. I don't know. That's what some of my Russian friends have said. And so they demonetize this stuff. They don't want people to see this. And they sure as hell don't want people uploading it. And if you're a YouTuber like me, and you're uploading videos, you're spending hours rendering, editing videos, and all of a sudden you get demonetized, it makes you think, you know what, maybe I shouldn't upload these videos anymore. And obviously that hurts you guys, because you guys like to see this stuff. I mean, we've got almost 30 people in the chat right now, and I'm sure all of you guys love seeing this. So first thing I'm going to do, we just got our airstrike, guys. I'm going to try to take out these 2 tanks with airstrikes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Again, this game is tough. It is. So I'm going to go ahead. Whoa, beautiful shot. Fucking beautiful. I love you, tank. He just saved us a round. The fucking T-72 saved us a round. Flame 1. Can he kill the second tank so we could save our airstrikes? I mean, that would be amazing. I'm still going to call him in, but I really like what that tank did. That was unbelievable. I mean, he totally wasted the crew. We've got a suicide vehicle on the way, but I'm going to call in an airstrike here. Spatsiba. You got to teach me some Russian, my Russian friend. He's dead. He's dead. We didn't even need to call in the fucking airstrike. We just wasted an airstrike. Right, well, let's at least try to kill the suicide vehicle. Kill the suicide vehicle, you fuck. Kill it now! No, no! Driver's down, boom! We're fine, the T-72 is intact with no damage. Keep it up, there we go. Yes, and Agrippa's got a dirty mouth. You got a poop mouth? Poop mouth? I love you, Agrippa, and you got a poop mouth. Alright, let's grab this guy. I'm going to put him in the tall building here. I think that's the best thing to do, but we got to get to the mosque as well, and it's not going to be easy to get there. I'm hoping that this supply thing is giving, it's giving our mortar guys lots of rounds, and we're going to move them forward. And we still got this APC. We're going to move him forward too, but we don't know where the hell the enemy is in these buildings, and we've got a lot of positions to take, namely the mosque. So I'm going to move forward here a little bit. I see this guy is stuck, this enemy unit. And he is a deadly enemy unit, so I want that APC to just blast him. Again, the only problem I have with this game is the pathfinding, and pathfinding sucks.
They're using heavy artillery. I repeat, the terrorists are using heavy
Oh
artillery.
no, not fucking heavy artillery. And by the way, keep in mind, any donations you make via the Super Chat system, I see them when I check the chat, so it really helps me to determine who's making these donations. Fire and kill this son of a bitch. You fucks! Do you see what I'm talking about? That's what an ATGM does. That's exactly what it does. Alright, well, we're getting to the top of the building. Holy crap, they do have heavy artillery. I thought he was just kidding. Okay, well, here we go. We've got to find a way to get past this roadblock. And we do have this APC, this BTR, excuse me. We're going to keep moving up with some of these squads, but obviously we need heavy firepower to move up. And this is a location we're trying to take. So I'm going to get one of my airstrike guys. We've got one back here that we didn't use yet. I'm moving him up to one of these tall buildings. And look at all those Daesh forces moving in. So we're going to grab another airstrike guy, move him across. Try to use some smoke as well. We can defend him so he doesn't get shot on the road. Here, oh wait, one of our airstrike guys is here already. I want him in one of these tall buildings. Get in the tall building, you bastard. Fuck, man. We gotta call in an airstrike on that target. Let's see if we can do it now. Call in heavy bombardment. We might have to get closer. Let's go. Kill it. Kill that bastard. That is a nasty little gun. Here comes the airstrike, guys. It may miss. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Russia. Thank you for that. That was nice. So here we go. Let's grab our storming squads, or stormtroopers as I like to call them. They're still bringing in that heavy artillery, so we've got to get one of these guys closer. And I'm going to use my storming squad to help them get closer. Now, quite frankly, we're running out of troops fast. But let's move forward. Because if one of these airstrikes is going to move into these buildings, we've got to make sure the building is secure. And an RPO will clear a building faster than you could imagine. And look at this! The freaking T-72 is still alive. I thought he died. He's fine. He's still around. He's doing great. This guy's just like, whatever. Yeah, we got a few RPGs here and there. Who cares? I'm going to go ahead and set him up on this thing. So, oh, the chassis is damaged. I'm trying to set him up so he's facing forward because that's where his main armor is. And there we go. That's the bus we need to rescue. I don't necessarily think we're going to rescue that bus, I'll be honest with you. Engine damaged. But I definitely want to kill any units over here. Holy crap. Alright, get into this building. Charge this building. Charge this building now. Try to drop some smoke first. Oh, it's going to be hard to do that. And it's taking forever for this guy to get down the stairs. But if we can get our guys in here and call an airstrike on this position, you know, I think we're going to really improve our chances of survival. Bravo, that's Moishko. Alright, our mortars are still fine because they got that supply truck right next to them. Let's see if the mortars can start firing over here. No, I don't want you to get... No, stay in the building, you idiots. I want you to fire at this position. Alright, we got our airstrike guys. Here we go, here we go. We're going to call in that airstrike, anti-armor airstrike. Let's hope this works. I'm going to call in a big bomb over here on the tank. I'm calling in several airstrikes right now. While we wait for those airstrikes, I am going to take a look at the chat. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Texas best state, says Stevie Jr. LBJ signed the Civil Rights Act. Sacrifice because party for millions. Man, you guys have been talking a lot of politics here, huh? And there's been no donations. You can restrict tank ammo use to only kinetics. Restrict HE and HEF use. Can you tell me how to do that, Warner? That would be awesome. Make Syria great again. If you guys are at least new to the stream, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. But, of course, we're still waiting for those donations. And since no one has donated, you must deal with an advertisement. Be prepared. All right, let's see. All right, let's see if these airstrikes actually pay off. Come on. That didn't do shit. Man. Disappointing with the airstrike. Got a fucking suicide bomber. Here we go. Oh, the damn buildings get in the way. I hate skyscrapers. All right, we're going to try to move this guy as close as we can. We're going to call in another anti-tank airstrike. And I'm going to call in one of the missile strikes on this area here. But again, one of the things about this mission is the buildings get in the way, which is really frustrating. Look at that. Another wasted one. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes, we like that a lot. We're going to call in one more anti-tank airstrike on this guy. I'm going to bring it in from the east. I'm hoping that this way he can see it better. But he just took out a bunch of enemy troops. And we're going to bring in some reinforcements. And this airstrike guy actually shot that technical and killed the driver and got the crew to exit the vehicle. So apparently they're useful for more than just one thing. Come on, man. Oh, Lord. He couldn't do shit. Okay, well, we are going to pause right now. Because if we don't, we're going to get killed badly. So I'm going to bring all of the guys that have heat-seeking missiles into these buildings. We don't have much left, I'll be honest with you. We've got more infantry squads back here. Bring them into maybe these buildings right here. Did we grab this guy already? I think we did. Just want to make sure. Yeah, we definitely grabbed him. And we still have our tank. He's still alive. So we could bring him in. I'm going to bring him in from the east, but I worry that this is going to cost him his life. Let's hope it doesn't. We need his help. And the fact is, this T-72 is the best unit we have, and losing him would be a nightmare. Engine damaged. Heat seeker on the way. Crew member down. Well, he's not. They're not totally out. Fire at the fucking tank, man. Kill it now. Kill it now. Crew exits vehicle. It's that simple. I mean, that's how easy it is to lose these vehicles during this game. I mean, this is a tough freaking game. It really is. We're going to move our mortars closer. Let's call in another airstrike. Maybe one of these big bombs can wipe out this area at least. Calling Russian Air Force. Led by Warner.
Get out now. Bandits are on the
Oh, they're putting him in the bus.
We're saved. They told us there would be some kind of bus. Where is it?
There is no bus. Get out now. They're going to kill you.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Zuhra, leave that behind. We have to run.
They're lying, of course. They don't have to run. All right. Well, we did definitely hit the target, but it wasn't enough to get a kill. Let's get him into this building.
And you're causing me problems once again.
Airstrikes.
You filthy bastard, you're still alive. Yes,
More tanks, more enemy tanks. How could they have more? How could they have more?
in the sector now, and you are one of Assad's dogs, stopping me from evacuating civilians. It looks like you're using them as a human shield now, only to shoot them yourself later, the way you always do.
Got another technical.
You're just playing it up for some Western cameras, aren't you? It's all a facade to justify blowing up.
Boom! We got the tank. We got the tank. I mean, we probably aren't going to win, but we got the tank. I'm slightly happy there.
We have a story that will garner a lot more attention.
Try to see if we can get this one.
We'll make short work of those refugees, and then, when they are found dead, you will naturally be
Bringing some more as well. One of the big bombs here.
evacuation and slit their throats for cooperating with Western forces.
Wow, these ISIS guys are bad.
And ratings will soar. One day, I swear I'll take my rifle and smack your rotten head clean off.
Nice shooting. Nice shooting. Let's see what we have left. Probably not very much. One thing about this game that I wish would happen is, like, they give you, like, one chance to reinforce. I wish you'd get multiple chances, because if you just get one chance to reinforce during the game, you know, like, at specific moments, it's not really helpful. You need to be able to reinforce as long as you have points. And we definitely have a few more points left, but they're not giving us the opportunity to reinforce. And now with this tank here, I fear we will have no reinforcements at all. Well, we destroyed the gun. Apparently we didn't, because we got an engine damage from a turret hit. Come on. Yalla. Oh. That's why you don't believe in religion, kids. We do have this infantry unit here that still has heat-seeking missiles. I'm going to put them in this tall building. I think that's the key, is staying in these tall buildings, but we're not even at the mosque yet, and we're getting our asses kicked. I mean, this game is fucking hard, man. Yes, you are right, Walnut. I'm glad you admitted it. It is a hard mission, my friend. This is not a mission you win with one go. You've got to try several goes. And I messed up because I only realized, I think it was you, Warner, that mentioned that you can trade in units to get better units. So I messed up by taking a lot of infantry. We could have actually gotten a few tanks to start with. But since we're starting with no tanks, it makes it a lot harder to get a victory here. Almost impossible. That they've killed our airstrike boys. All our airstrike boys is dead. I also highly ask you guys to please check out the new Afghanistan 11 video I put up. We're doing skirmish mode, so we're starting in an entirely new territory. You know, just something basically that is totally random, and if you guys join that, I will name units after you. It's something I'm trying to do, but the biggest thing about this channel is try to donate with using the super chat system. It allows you to donate whatever amount you can, just like Skyscraper has during this chat, which is amazing. Another thing you can try to do is share this channel with your friends. We want to grow this channel. We want to make this a huge, massive channel. So that I could do this all the time for you guys and just entertain you non-stop. Anytime you want to get some war, some action, any kind of game involving it, I'm going to be here to help you. So it's something to consider, and I think you guys should consider it. But just think about that. Sorry, Sky. Sorry about that. Shame no BMPTs on that mission, says Vonar. Tanks are more or less a hindrance if an army has no clue how to use it. That's true. Well, anyway, guys, this is looking like a defeat for sure. But I really want to get your feedback. I hope you guys like this live stream. Because especially on the weekend, you know, during the week I work for Slytherin LTD, and I really love you guys. I mean that sincerely. You guys have made this channel what it is. You've allowed me to have fun doing what I love to do, and you know, I want you guys to know that it's not just you're not just viewers to me. You're actually quite important. Shut up, Anwar. You know, the more you support this channel, I'm never gonna forget you guys. So make sure to keep supporting the Agrippa Max Ennis channel any way you can. One way you could do that is after the stream, go take a look at our new Afghanistan 11 video. We're going to try to make that into a series. Unfortunately, and for those of you that just arrived here, you're probably going to be just as pissed as I am. For any Syrian warfare video I put up as a Let's Play, YouTube immediately demonetizes it. So I don't make any money on the Syrian warfare videos. It's unfortunate. Even the Syrian warfare video I did about Syrian warfare being taken off the Steam store, which couldn't possibly be, you know, now it's back on, by the way, if any of you want to buy it. But it couldn't possibly be a controversial topic, you know what I mean? But they still managed somehow to get it removed and to get it demonetized. So there's definitely something here that's a little creepy to me. When you're trying to stifle information coming out, it makes me kind of side with the other side of the conflict. And the Western news I'm getting, I'm starting to doubt it, because it's like, well, shit, if you're going to this extent to shut down my videos, that says something, and not a good thing. So I am going to shut down this stream. I might do another live stream very soon here. I'm definitely going to try to do these live streams more during the weekends, but obviously I don't work for free. I can't afford to work for free, or I'd be on the street with no PC. So if anybody can donate, please do. If anybody can share these videos with their friends, that's even better. Share these videos with your family, your friends, anybody that likes this sort of thing, so that we can get more subscribers. And obviously, check out all the Let's Plays on the channel, the new Let's Play specifically. Become a part of them and try to comment. The more you guys comment, I don't think you guys understand, if you guys comment on videos, it actually boosts us up in the traffic ratings. So make sure to comment, you know, even if you want to have these political discussions you're having now, feel free to have them there. Try to be respectful, you know, don't start saying, I hate these kind of people, I hate these kind of people. Just try to make a valid point, and I'll listen. You know, I'm a reasonable guy. I'm not just going to ban you from the channel for no reason. And in fact, I rarely ban people from the channel. Even you, Wunner, I didn't ban you. I just hid your comments because they were so hurtful. You Russians are fucking tough people, I will say that. But I think if we can figure it out, I'll figure out how to unban you so you can comment and people can see your comments. Obviously, everybody sees your comments here in the live stream, so you don't have to worry about that. But I might come back later tonight, after maybe a few beers, and do another game. Obviously, if you guys want to drop down below your suggestions for games you want to see, or even on my videos, if you say, hey, I like this video, but I'd like to see you live stream XXX, you know, let me know, and I'll try to make it happen. I want to thank Skyscraper tonight, because Skyscraper was the only guy that donated so far, and he really is awesome for doing that. We absolutely love when people do these things. It really, really helps. Yes, T is correct. They eat iron for breakfast and shit nails for lunch. It's true. If you guys watch the Tarkovsky movie, Stalker, it's actually my favorite movie of all time. Tarkovsky is my favorite director of all time. If you watch that movie, it is such a great film, number one. It's also the inspiration for all the Stalker games, and even, I would say, Fallout. But the movie shows you how tough Russian people are, like how hardcore they are. They really are. And I like them a lot. I like their language. I like their culture. I like their way of acting. I don't necessarily like their comments, because if you see Wunner, I like him a lot. I love you, Wunner. You're great. But, you know, they can be pretty hardcore in their comments. Like, instead of saying, my friend, I think you should improve on this game, they'll say something like, my friend, you are a fucking retard dumb shit, and you should be burned in the fires of hell. But, that's kind of the way they are, and it's just, we've got to accept it. They are who they are, and it is what it is. But nonetheless, I want to thank everybody for showing up for this live stream. We got 33 people, and now we're down to 22, but still, remember, try to donate to the channel, try to share the videos, get this channel out there, guys. There's no reason that I've been doing this for 3 years, and we shouldn't be at 20,000 or 30,000 subs. There's just no reason. I actually went back on my history. I deleted a bunch of videos that I think just don't represent the channel itself. And I want to make sure that people understand that this is something we want to make big. So get it out there, social media, etc. Oh, probably not all Russians Shukabe. I've met some very nice Russians, but I would say it really depends on the region, which is probably true in any country. There's some pretty tough guys out there, hardcore Russians. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you did have a good time. You didn't delete Nemembe, did you? I'll bring Nemembe back eventually when Tropico 4 comes out. Maybe earlier. We'll have to see. No, I think you are honest. I think maybe you're too honest is maybe not the correct word. I think you're probably more honest than most, which is a good thing. And maybe us Westerners aren't used to it. Nemembe, everybody's remembering Nemembe. Tropico 6. It's Tropico 6 now, isn't it? I'm not going crazy. Sukia Blat, beach and fuck. Oh, you're alright, Wonder. You're not bad. Alright, guys. I am going to go ahead, run to the bar. I might try to stream another game later. And let's hope that YouTube allows me to even keep the earnings I've made on this video. Who knows? I am going to put you through another commercial, though. So, shame on me. Спасибо. Сука, блядь. See you later, guys.